Hi, I'm Lara and this is Trip Trilogy, and I won a Goodreads giveaway for the very first time, and the book I won is Axiom to End by Lindsay Ellis. So, Lindsay Ellis is a YouTuber who specifically makes videos usually relating to film. I've seen a couple of them and enjoyed them. And also, I saw the one of her publishing journey, which I found really interesting. And I definitely think that writers would also find it interesting. So, after seeing that video, she discusses some of her book, and I decided immediately that I want to read it. Part of it is because what it's about, but another part of it is because I am curious about reading books by YouTubers, mostly author-tubers who analyze fiction or give advice, but she analyzes fiction in the form of film, so that's up my alley of content I love because I love film channels too. So if you've noticed, this is actually already open because it arrived while I was working and my mom found it and it was raining and she was like, oh, I hope it doesn't get damaged. So she opened it to make sure it was okay, which is annoying. She's never done that before, but I was like, Mom, I wanted to unbox it. So yeah, she apologized, but that was a bit frustrating. However, I actually haven't seen any of the contents because I was like, Mom, put everything back in. I have seen like that, so I knew it was a book. But yeah, so this is an unboxing. I haven't seen anything before, but it does look suspicious. So if you don't believe me, whatever, doesn't affect me. So first I'm actually going to take out the paper. Ooh, St. Martin's Press. They gave me a letter. Dear reader, I am thrilled to share Axiom's End, the debut novel from Hugo-nominated video essayist Lindsay Ellis, with you on sale January 21st, 2020. This is an alternate history first contact adventure set in the early 2000s. You may know Lindsay from her hit YouTube channel where she creates humorous, educational online content about media, narrative, and film theory. She co-writes and co-hosts the fiction-focused web series It's Lit for PBS Digital Studios. I actually didn't know that. Fellow sci-fi superstars including Hank Green, Sean McGuire, and John Scalzi are already loving the book. See Reverse for more. I hope you enjoy Axiom's End as much as I did. Please share your thoughts on Goodreads and social media using hashtag AxiomsN and tagging St. Martin's Press and Lindsay Ellis in your post. Handles below. Happy reading. Best, Michelle Cashman. And then it has like their social medias on the bottom. Okay, these are just quotes on the back. These are recommendations from other people. Maybe I'll read them after I open the book. I'm pretty wiped, to be honest. So, the book, I got it out. I am honestly so happy to have won this because I wanted to read it and I'm actually kind of surprised I got it. Look at this. So excited. One thing though is I used to say I never win anything. But I realize now that the best how to win things is to enter them. And if you don't enter things because you don't think you'll win, you're never going to win. Now, I will say I don't gamble. I don't enter things where I have to spend money and stuff like that. Except for one case because not that many people entered, so I knew I would win. But besides that, one thing is if there's free giveaways, why not enter? Just give it a shot. See if you win. The worst that can happen is you don't, and that's doesn't affect you negatively in any way. So yeah, but yeah, this is Axiom's End. Oh, Hank Green's quote is on the front of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna read the back. An extraordinary debut from Hugo-nominated video essayist Lindsay Ellis. Truth is a human right. It's 2007 and the world is not as it seems. A government whistleblower reveals that the United States has been engaged in first contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence for decades. What other secrets have been kept from us by the government? Cora Sabrino, the whistleblower's daughter, gets ensnared in the world-changing cover-up against her will. What she discovers will change everything she thought she knew about the history of our country and could unleash a force more sinister than she ever imagined. Dun-dun! I actually didn't know that's what the story was about. I kind of was like, I want to read it already. Why look it up? But that's actually pretty interesting. I like sci-fi, and I think it'll be fun. Also, this book is so floppy, and I love that. It's a very floppy book. I approve. And then the quote from Hank Green is, Axiom's end is somehow deeply aware of not just what it is to be human, but what it is to be any intelligent species. It's as real as any first contact story I've ever read. Wonderfully plotted and paced, the adventure never lets up, and neither does the insight. So yeah, that's his quote, and the more I'm looking at this cover, I really like it. I like the moon, how it's like a crescent and it's all splattered. I don't know the significance of these splatters, but I wonder if I will find out. So this is the book, and I don't really have much else to say. I plan on reading it and reviewing it for you. Dedication TK, is that like it hasn't been written yet or what? Oh, the acknowledgements haven't been written yet either. So yeah, the dedication and acknowledgements haven't been written yet, so that's interesting. Oh, and it has information about the major marketing campaign. As someone who wants to write and publish, that is definitely something I should look into. Oh, also it's on sale in July of 2020. If you can't see, the 21st of July of 2020 to be more specific. So this is a quote from Shannon McGuire, New York Times bestselling author and Hugo Award winner. Axiom's end. If you enjoy first contact stories, alien cultures, inexplicable found families, beautiful chaos, and elegantly constructed stories. The quote from Caitlin Doughty, New York Times bestselling author and mortician. She's a mortician. I did not know that. Axiom's end is eerily plausible and wildly entertaining, an alternative history that fully delivers on its premise. Then John Scalzi's quote, New York Times bestseller and also a Hugo Award winner. So much fun. Lindsay Ellis's experience as one of our sharpest cultural observers gives Axiom's End an edge of realism that makes it both cutting and compelling. Close Encounters have a whole new look. And then finally, David Wong, New York Times bestselling author. Lindsay Ellis's story is what good science fiction should be. Smart but heartfelt, full of profound ideas delivered with a sense of humanity. Axiom's End is engaging precisely because it is about something all of us have experienced. That moment when you grow up enough to realize that the universe is more wondrous and dangerous than you could have ever imagined. Ta-da! So yes, these are obviously very positive quotes and recommendations. I doubt they would put the negative ones on there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm definitely interested in reading this, and those quotes do make me interested in reading the story, and the blurb on the back makes me interested, especially the truth is a human right part. That's a very good tagline that punches at you. However, none of that will affect my opinion, but I am excited to read this. Ooh, also look at the chapters. Also, I would like to add that it opens with this, and that is really interesting. It's like a letter with parts blacked out. And then the chapter's a little exploding earth like the front cover, so that's cool. I'm curious to see how things will be different in the final book. But yeah, anyway, that's my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it, even though there wasn't that much. I think it was fun, and I definitely recommend if you ever see a book that you're interested in that has a Goodreads giveaway or any sort of giveaway that you don't have to pay money for, might as well enter even if you think you never win, because that's how you never win, by not entering. And I realized the moment I started entering a bunch of stuff, I won a bunch of stuff. Not the majority of what I entered, but enough to realize it's worthwhile, especially because it's free. Anyway though, thank you for watching this. Tell me if you're interested in reading Axiom's End below. Tell me your thoughts on this blurb, or what you think. If you know any of the authors who've written quotes about this book, please tell me any of your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.